Some people think fear ends when you survive. It doesn't. Sometimes surviving is the worst part, because now you know it's real. After the dashcam footage, after seeing someone in my back seat who was never found, I stopped sleeping properly. Every sound in my apartment meant something. Every passing car made me look through the blinds. Every reflection became suspicious. I told myself it was trauma. I told myself I needed rest. But fear has a way of sounding logical, right up until it proves it's off. I didn't drive for almost 2 weeks. I got rides to work, took buses, paid for taxis I couldn't afford. I couldn't sit alone in a car anymore, especially not at night. The thought of checking the rearview mirror and seeing someone there, I couldn't do it. My friend Marcus was the only person who believed me. Not fully, but enough to listen. He watched the dashcam footage 3 times. Each time he got quieter. Finally he said, "Maybe someone got in your car before work. Hid in the back." That sounded insane, but it sounded more sane than the alternative. So we tested it. The investigation. We went to my car in daylight, checked every lock. No damage. No signs of forced entry. We folded the seats down, looked in the trunk access panel, checked under mats. Nothing. Then Marcus noticed something under the back seat rail. A small strip of fabric. Gray. Thin. Almost like hospital clothing. I picked it up. It smelled faintly of bleach. And something older underneath. Something damp. Rotten. I threw it away immediately. Marcus didn't say anything after that. That night, Marcus insisted on following me home in his own car while I drove mine. He said if anything happened, we'd both see it. I agreed because I was tired of being afraid. We left work around midnight. I drove ahead. Marcus stayed behind me. At first, everything was fine. Then my phone rang. "Marcus." I answered on speaker. His voice was low. "Don't react." My hands tightened on the wheel. "What?" "Just keep driving." I checked the mirror. Marcus's headlights were behind me. Nothing else. Then he said, "There's someone in your back seat again." I nearly swerved. I turned around instantly. Nothing there. Empty seats. I shouted into the phone that he was messing with me. He swore he wasn't. He said every time my brake lights flashed, he could see a face between the headrests. We pulled into a supermarket parking lot. Bright lights. Cameras. Marcus got out and yanked my rear doors open himself. No one inside. He looked genuinely shaken. Well, he kept staring through the windows like he expected something to reappear. Then he asked to see the dashcam live feed. We sat in my car and replayed the last 10 minutes. The road behind us looked normal. Then my brake lights came on in the footage. For one frame, a face appeared between the seats. White, expressionless, eyes open too wide, gone immediately after. Marcus exited the car so fast he hit his head on the roof. He refused to ride near me after that. The lore begins. I started researching the dead-end road where it began. The abandoned industrial building at the end used to be a private transport depot in the late 90s. Mostly night drivers, taxi contracts, long-distance hires. A local article mentioned complaints from women who said drivers were wrong. Not rude, not dangerous, wrong. Too quiet, too still. One witness said a driver smiled for 30 minutes without blinking. Another said he knew her address before she gave it. Then suddenly the company shut down. No explanation, no records, just gone. But there was one archived forum post from years ago. A man claiming his brother worked there wrote, "They trained replacements after the disappearances." No one replied. 3 nights later I woke up to knocking. Not at the front door. Inside my apartment. From the hallway. I sat upright in bed, frozen. Knock, knock, knock. My bedroom door was open a crack. Beyond it, darkness. I grabbed my phone and turned on the flashlight. Nothing. I searched every room. Empty. Doors locked. Windows locked. No sign of entry. Then I saw my keys on the kitchen counter. I always leave them by the front door. Someone had placed them neatly beside a folded receipt. From the gas station where I'd gone that night. Time-stamped 1 minute after I had left. I went to the police with everything. The footage, The receipt, the article, they were polite. Dismissive but polite. Suggested stress. Suggested paranoia. Suggested someone was playing a prank. So I went back to the dead-end road alone. I know that sounds stupid, but when no one believes you, answers become worth the risk. The building was still there. Windows boarded. Gate hanging open. I parked outside and walked in with a flashlight. Inside were rows of rusted lockers, old desks, broken glass, and a smell. Bleach. The same smell as the fabric. My light found a wall at the back, covered in keys. Hundreds of car keys. Books labeled with names, dates, routes. Some recent. Very recent. Then I heard an engine outside. I ran to the entrance. My car was gone. In its place was a black sedan I'd never seen before. Driver door open. Interior light on. And someone sitting behind the wheel. Perfect posture. Hands at 10 and 2. Waiting. Then the headlights turned on. The lingering ending. I don't remember how I got home. I remember running through trees. I remember hiding in drainage ditches when I heard tires nearby. I remember sunrise. My car was found 2 days later, parked neatly outside my apartment, cleaned inside and out, except for one thing. On the passenger seat was a laminated ID badge. My photo, my name, my address, company logo at the top. Ride home transit services. Issue date, the next day. And under position, it said, driver. I haven't slept since, because every night around midnight, I hear a car stop outside, and someone waits long enough to be polite, then drives away, for now.